this is the lore of Five
Higher.
Nights at Freddy's. You ready?
Yes. Go.
Oh, your face is up there,
A little bit down.
down.
There. That's where my face
Okay,
is.
I'm not-
Or the
this
camera
is
is
a
more
lore.
like it.
This is the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, you ready? Okay.
Yes, go.
So it all starts out with these two dudes. Okay. Let me try to find them. This is William, and this is Henry, and they're best buds. You know, they're best buds. They're like, they're like, hey man, we're best buds. Yeah, we are. Yeah. Do you want to make a pizzeria together? And then Henry's all like, yeah, you make the animatronics, and I'll make all the like pizza stuff, so we can actually have a pizzeria. And Henry's like, yeah, I love electronics. And so, actually, the families, little William here, he's got two sons and then a daughter. Look how cute the family is. And his wife left him. But that's not important. And then, I broke the floor. And then Henry has a little girl. Her name's Charlotte. And his wife also left him. Not important. Okay, so the two decide, we're gonna make a pizzeria together! Woohoo! And then, I gotta get it out. There is a Freddy and a Chica, but not a Chica. And they're both, this one's called Fredbear, and I think this is one like Yellow Bonnie. And they opening day, woohoo! They have their pizzeria! Oh my god, I can't believe we have our pizzeria. And they got Fredbear. And then they are in good business for a while. Until one day, by the way, one of William's kids has severe depression, and he's very sad, and his big brother takes advantage of that, and they like bullies him all the time. He's like, you suck! And he's like, Dad, I have depression, tell him to stop! And he's like, Michael's like, no, I will not stop, you have severe depression. And then the little girl's like, I'm here. And anyway, and so, it's the little kid's birthday, and his brother's like being all mean to him, and he's like, you know, you're gonna have a party at Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's gonna be awful, because animatronics, they're evil. And he's like, no, they're not. I love animatronics. They're like, they're evil. And he's like, ah. And so he's afraid. He's like, Dad, please, I don't want my birthday to be at Five Nights at Freddy's, your little pizzeria, because it's not Five Nights at Freddy's. It's called Fredbear's Family Diner. And then he's like, son, it's perfectly fine. They're my animatronics. It's perfectly fine, okay? And he's like, stop being a little baby and go to the party. He's like, okay. And so he goes to the party, and then Michael's there. His name's Michael, by the way. And he's got all his friends who look identical to him, because I have not picked out the dolls yet. And they're all like, let's make a joke. And so they're like, they pick up this guy's name, I have no idea. We'll call him the Crying Child. And so they pick up the Crying Child, and they're like, wouldn't it be funny if we like killed him by putting him in the mouth of Freddy? And they're like, that's so funny, man. And then he dies. And then he's like, oh shoot, I didn't actually think he'd die. And then he dies. And then William was like, how dare you? You killed my son. Like, what the heck, man? He's like, whoopsies. He's like, okay. And then Williams, he's like super depressed now, because his kid is like, you know, dead. And he's like, oh my gosh, I gotta do something to make him better. And then he's like, I'm not going on a rampage. I'm going to go on a murderous rampage. That's what I'm going to do to make myself feel better. And so they closed Fredbear's Family Diner because it was very bad and no one liked going there. And there was a murder, obviously. And so Henry and him were like, let's build another location. And they're like, okay. I gotta need to take a little breather.
That is fine.
I haven't been
I'll cut it out. You're breathing.
I haven't been breathing. Okay. Back into it. So at this time, Henry's like, I'm gonna make a location so people can rent animatronics, you know? That'd be super cool. Okay. They make another pizzeria. And then this time, it's like the first one. And this time, William's like, I'm gonna kill someone, but who do I kill? And so, it just so happens that Henry's little girl is outside. She's stuck outside because she's a little wimp and no one will let her into the party. And he's like, this is perfect person to kill. And he kills her. She's dead. But she's not dead. She haunts the puppet. You know? Puppet. And there are other animatronics, but they're not possessed. I mean, what? And Henry kills him, and he stuffs him inside the puppet. And then, no, Williams killed Charlotte. And then Henry's like, what did you do to my daughter? How could you? How could you do this to me? We're breaking off, man. And he's like, what? No, wait, Henry, I love you. He's like, you killed my daughter. How could I love you? And then they split up, which is very sad and emotional. And then then William's all like, okay, now I have to go on an even more murderous rampage. And he decides, okay, I'm gonna start killing kids left and right, cause in my new location. And so he goes into the back, and he gets a little Bonnie suit, like the old one from the old pizzeria, the yellow one. And now they're at like Five Nights at Freddy's, like the actual first location with Bonnie, Chica, and like Foxy. Let me put them out. Get rid of that. Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, and Foxy. And they're just animatronics. And still, there are some kids who just so happen to, like, I don't know, just look like this, because I don't have other skins. He's like, hey kids, there's some pretty nice candy in the back. Do you want to come? And the kids are like, yeah, mister, I'm dumb and stupid. And then he comes, and he kills him, and he stuffs him inside the suit. And then Charlotte's all like, oh no, that's not cool, man. And so she makes the spirits possess, you know? And at this point, they're all like, what the heck, man? William totally just killed us. And so, one day, they come alive as the spirits of the dead children he killed. And he's like, what the heck? And they all chase him into this one room with the suit that he went in to kill them. And then he's scared, and so he's like, the only logical explanation is to go inside the suit, because that can't end horribly. He gets in the suit, he dies. And they're all like, hey, he's dead. He's not actually dead. And so they're like, we gotta kill him somehow. They put it on fire. The whole thing's on fire. And then they died along with him. But I think I did that a little wrong. But anyway. That's the lore so far, but there's way more. Henry did a little thing that also killed. Henry made a little location that killed William's daughter, because there was this baby animatronic, and then William was all, this is before he was killed. He's all like, honey, don't go near this animatronic. It's sent to kill people. And she's like, I don't believe you, Dad, and I'm being emo. And then she gets trapped inside the animatronic. And that's where they ripped it off. But then the end lore of this is that he never dies. This guy never dies. He's been through what, 8? I don't know, like, reruns, but he never has died. And people simp for it, and it's disgusting. He's a corpse. He's literally a corpse. And people are like, oh my god, Daddy's spinning trap. It's disgusting. End lore.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That went on so long.